This is the 2003 to 2007 Apple keyboard code A1048. It was sold alongside several well-known but now defunct Mac models such as the Power Mac G5, iBook G4 and the eMac G4. Those computers aren't really usable these days, but I think the keyboard is. This video isn't about the computers anyway. Today I'm going to restore the trusty keyboard as I talk to you. It's become incredibly dusty, collected much dirt underneath the keys, and just got filthy over time. So, some standout features here are the two USB ports on the back, the brilliant design, as well as how easy it is to repair and dismantle. I'll show you guys why I love it as the video goes on. Let's start by taking off the back cover. It has some tiny hex screws keeping it on, but they're not difficult to remove with the right tool. The back panel is just a clear plastic case which holds all of the components inside. First I've got to take off the part with the keys on, and I have to disconnect its little ribbon cables. It's not a soldered connection, and I love that. I'm taking the little motherboard out now, removing the screws keeping it in place, then taking the white plastic base the slab of keys rests on out of the clear plastic cover. State of this isn't great. I've got to remove some dust and keep going. Once I have all the main pieces separated, I'm good to give the clear plastic casing a clean, which is helpful but doesn't make a great deal of difference thanks to the deep scratches this thing's picked up over the last 20 years. Taking the keys off was a bit of a pain. Here's 10 minutes sped up massively. With the keys off we can see all the muck underneath. Horrible. I gave the spaces underneath the keys a good clean, as you can see. The individual keys were even worse than the panel they rested on though. They each required individual attention, so I washed each key under the tap and brushed the inside with a toothbrush. Didn't get the toothbrush part on camera. There we go, nice and shiny. The circuit board didn't require a clean, just a little dust off. It's mad how simple the circuitry looks, perhaps that's why these things are so unbreakable after all. Anyway, time to put the keys back on. This time-lapse shows me putting the keys I could remember in the places I thought they went. I was wrong about some of them, so slowed my own progress really. Keyboard's looking good now, but the job isn't done. Time to wipe the cable and reassemble the parts. I just did what I did to take it apart, but in reverse. One of the things I find brilliant about this keyboard is how cheaply you can get one. Mine was £12 UK, and they're so ubiquitous worldwide that there's no way you won't find one in your country for a pretty low price. However, I don't like this keyboard because of the design. I'd prefer a grey keyboard really. I don't actually enjoy typing on this either. It's got a membrane key mechanism, meaning it's not mechanical, so isn't high-end in the slightest, and it doesn't give you those clicky feeling clicks, if that makes sense. No, the reason this keyboard is my favourite is because it's already 20 years old, and I can use it on all of my computers still. You know what, there's a very good chance I'll be able to use it in 20 years time, albeit with an adapter. This keyboard is simple perfection. I can plug some stuff into the USB ports still. It's an extended layout, so I still have every key I need and more. In a world where we're so shamefully expected to buy a new load of hardware every couple of years because things aren't built to last, it's unfortunately left up to us as individuals to reduce how much harmful, non-recyclable stuff we consume. Taking steps like this to not only buy used things, but make them last half a lifetime will have a positive effect on the way we're able to live our lives in the future. Okay, the restoration is complete, and I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. Oh my god, imagine how this thing would look if I could find a way to get LEDs inside of it. That's definitely doable, so I guess I'll have a think. Anyway, thanks for watching. As always, leave a like if you liked it, and leave a dislike if you disliked it. My Patreon's $3.99 and linked in the description down below if you fancy contributing to the channel financially. See you in the next one.